sharp. Anyway, I'll shove over here. What's up, Butler? Kevin? Marco? How are you fellas tonight? So I was testing out TikTok before I pop this one live, because I am planning, or at some point I'm gonna start doing some live streams over there. Jury's still out though. In about 25 minutes. A lot different than the YouTube experience. What's up, Bubba? I only need to turn that music off. Lord knows I don't want a copyright. Stupid copyrights. Can y'all hear that? What's up, Izzy? Out here jamming. So yeah, so I was trying out TikTok. A couple of friends of mine outside of YouTube have kind of said that I would probably do really well over there. But there's all sorts of stuff you got to go through over there to get a shop set up and all that. Being that YouTube's being an absolute pain in the butt for all that stuff. What's up, George? Everybody, if I've missed any of y'all. So started this little project over there, and I actually realized I messed up the outline. This is a repair on a very early case sheath that a subscriber sent in for repair. So kind of started that over there, and all I did was made a template of the back piece. Well, I took it apart. Here's the front. You can see it. I mean, it's pretty well worn. I'm gonna have to do some serious conditioning to this front piece. This is the one that's got the marlin spike right here. I've never seen one with the marlin spike. Usually you just see them and they're just this one. So here's the back piece, and it's the fella who sent it to me, I think if I remember correctly, his brother bought this new late 60s, early 70s, carried it forever. But he cut the belt loops for a bigger belt loop. So I'm gonna make a new back piece, recondition this, and then sew it all back together. I'm gonna use a little thicker stock on the back. But as I was cutting it, I already got all my holes marked and everything. I got too close down here, so now I got to remake this again. But what I'm going to do is I'll just cut it by hand. I'll use this as a template, and then for at least no, I'll just do it again. I don't know. Anyways, so that's what we're working on. I don't know how long we'll go tonight. I know Bubba's gonna do a live. But I wanted to show this little project that we're gonna work on. Probably tonight, maybe some over the weekend. Try to get it done by next week. And then I've got this, and then another sheath. There's a subscriber that's local that dropped this off eons ago, and he bought it for this knife. What is this? This is a Sarge. He found it in his brother's stuff or his uncle's stuff. I can't remember. Anyways, so the sheath was all, either it didn't have a sheath or whatever, so he bought this sheath. Well, the belt loop that goes here was cut. So I have, I've already made the belt loop to just rivet back onto there, and that one will be good to go. I got eye twitches tonight. So that's what we're working on tonight. Very cold, wet day here in Middle Tennessee. See, I guess that's gonna be it, other than the, dang it, I'm gonna have to cut another piece of leather. So I don't think I can maybe scoot the holes over. Let's see here. We'll figure it out. What's up, Hattaball? I think we'll just cheat it a little bit and move the holes over. So I gotta punch all of these. Oh, Lou, you're not feeling good? I wonder why I hadn't seen a live from you since, I think since you were supposed to do the one with Wilson, or William Wilson, or whatever that cat's name is. That young fella from East Tennessee. Got a new addition to the workbench. A couple of fellas have seen it, but yeah, we'll just cheat that over. Finally got a piece of stone to do my tooling work on as I fling tools across the workbench. So I picked this up today, a countertop place. I stopped in, I was like, hey, y'all got any remnants? I just need, a little piece, 12 by 12, 18 by 18. They brought this out and said, here you go. And I was like, how much? And they said, it's for free. So there we are. It's for free. I think this one is actually spaced out right. Shiniest of noobs. God, what a name. Nope. I'm gonna have to do it one at a time. Boy, don't that stink. Where's my single hole? Not that one. Oh, there it is. It's up here. Did a lot of cleaning up because I went to looking for this to work on it tonight and I couldn't find it. So, yeah, I was scared. Good luck replacing that, Jason Beecher, what up, Pat Daddy? It'll be a very monotonous little bit of, be glad to get my bigger maul this weekend. Should have that Saturday. I'm gonna go back to the Tandy and get a few things, and a 2-pound maul is on my list of purchases this time around. So maybe an offer up you can find a used piece. Oh, I got one now, Louie. I'd stopped by this place in town. I had to go over to a tow yard to get a video hard drive off of a school bus that was involved in a wreck, and there was a granite place right next door, so I figured I'd stop in. I mean, I was right there, so I did, and they were more than happy to give me a piece. So here we are. Very unsure about the holes on this because this leather was so, or the back piece was so, it had 1,000 daggum holes punched in it. So the middle part is fine. You can see it's very robust or whatever. So we're just gonna make it work, I guess. Just gonna do holes kind of where I think they need to go, I reckon. If it don't work, I'll do another piece of leather. Ain't that big a deal. I ain't stressing it. This darn sheath's been stitched and restitched about 500 times. Jason Josh. I don't know if I recognize Jason Josh. Jason, you new here? Have I seen you before? Can't remember. I see so many people. What's up, Justin? Had a ball. I got the majority of what I'm using now. This stuff come from Amazon of all places. But there is a leather supply store in Nashville that I just realized was open, because if you look online it says it's closed. Top Shop, also anything you can think of and stuff like that is free. If ever need anything, I've made blocks, handles to match the top. So that's cool, Izzy. That is good to know. And you're down there close to Terry, aren't you, Izzy? I can't remember. I think I remember Terry saying something one time that you were basically an actual neighbor. Jay Sharp, I am repairing a vintage case sheath that a fella sent in for repair, and we're gonna try to get it fixed up for him. Because it is in rougher shape than I thought. Once I got it apart, I realized that the leather was pretty blowed out. But I'm sure we can definitely figure it out. So once I get this back piece made, then it's just cleaning and conditioning that the front piece and then stitching it back together. So what is the time over there? Time over here is almost 6 p.m. Junior Knife Collector, what's up? Jason Josh from Texas. I think there's some Texas boys in here. Kalen was in here. He's a Texas boy. I said, I don't know how long I'll be out here tonight. Like I said, I know Bubba's doing a live, and so if y'all want to go over there and check him out, feel free. I talked to him earlier. He said he was going to do a live, and he told me if I wanted to do one too, just go ahead and do it. So I tried a live on TikTok, like I said that earlier. Just trying it out, see how it goes over there, and it was all right. There was no interaction. People were just in and out. So, and all I was doing was just taking this sheath apart, so it wasn't really interesting. So I might do another one. 1:55 in Texas in the morning. I'm not that far from you. There's no way. Anyway, so what's up, Mario? So I may try it again once I get some leather, some projects ready to tool. I'll try a live over there while I'm tooling. I don't know if any of y'all know sheath for Remington 700, 300 Winchester mag, like 8 bullet holder. J Sharp, yeah, I probably could. I don't think that's going to be terribly hard. It's just figuring out the spacing on the for the bullet holder. But yeah, I could do that. Actually, I think Tandy has a pattern for a rifle stock sheath, or a rifle stock sleeve, I think is what they're called. Jay Sharp, brother, I'm not really sure. If you want to shoot me an email, if one of my fellas will post up my email, or you can go to like my front page on my YouTube, my homepage of YouTube, link to my email is there. It's just makecutlerygreat@gmail.com. We can talk about it. I try not to talk business during the live, just, I don't know. Selena Batten, what's up? Yeah, if you want to shoot me an email, man. Okay. 1776, come on. Yeah, if you'll shoot me an email, we might could figure something out. Just depends on, like, if you want tooling or initials, or if it's just plain. You know, what kind of leather do you want? All that. Hey, James, Jason, I appreciate y'all. It just depends. Depends on detail and all that. So, yeah, if you want to shoot me an email, we can discuss that further. I would love to make one. Might do one for my dad's shotgun that I've got back in the back at some point when I get caught up. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Jason Beecher's handicap. Handicap or drunk, Jason? Which one is it, brother? Both. It's getting towards the end of your day on the farm. You're probably ready for some cold ones, ain't you? Now, Jason is not from Texas. Opposite end of the spectrum. Hope this works out. If not, I will just step back and punt. I have your email now. Maybe I could draw up the pattern. I have some decent ideas for it. Yeah, man, that'd be cool. I'm open for ideas, and I mean, I could do the basic, the basic shape, but if there's something specific, I can do that that floral stuff. Let me get it. I could do that Sheridan style, like the floral work with the vines and all that. I can do all that too, if that's something you're interested in. The oak leaves and all that traditional stuff. Definitely a great idea. I have a camo sleeve on my Remington 700 and backside of it is sun faded. Got a dye. Leather would be cool. There you go, Izzy. Make something happen with you too, buddy. Hi, baby. Okay?
Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to come in?
No, do your thing.
I don't know how long I'm going to be out here. I'm kind of gassed out myself. Been a long week. Got so much to do. The other thing is it's cold.
Yeah.
My feet are cold. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So everybody's saying hi. I have
Hey,
lots of
everybody.
rifles that would like to have a sleeve of ammo on the stock. Well, Jay Sharp, we could probably make something happen, brother.
Hey, y'all.
Let's see here. Yeah, and then there's a rivet. Now, if you want to go on and go ahead, because I know you're probably cold.
Okay.
So I guess that's going to be our back panel. Get a little box heater on those toes. Yeah, Jim.
I've been cuddled up in a heating blanket on my feet all day. I'm tired. I'm cold. Y'all have a good night.
I've got I've got insulated boots on today. I've been wearing my Gore-Tex lined they 12-inch boots, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. They're a Georgia boot, an older Georgia boot, because I think the new ones now are made in Mexico or China. These are actually Georgia boots made in the USA. I found them and the soles were shot, and had them redone. Shoot, probably 15 years ago. Yeah, Red went inside. She's probably gonna get in bed. She ain't been 100%. God dang, there's like 3 different threads in these holes. Black, and then looks like the original thread. Somebody's run it through a daggum sewing machine and all sorts of stuff. We were supposed to get 7 or 13 inches of snow tonight here in northern Nevada. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting, I don't think they know at this point. They're just guessing, but they're saying I've seen anywhere from 7 inches to a foot to 2 feet. Just depends on who what news station or media outlet. Alicia follows this guy named Snowbird Bob. I mean, if you look him up, he's pretty accurate with his predictions, and he's calling for a foot or more. That's a lot for Tennessee, so we'll see. I have no idea. Freddie, Mike, I have a piece of granite you can have to hammer leather work, just not sure how to get it to you. George, I just got I don't know if you saw it, I got a piece of, I don't know if it's granite, marble, whatever. I got a piece. Now, I don't know. My top is made from 2 pieces of 1/2-inch plywood, and I've almost thought about insetting it into that top layer so it kind of sits a little lower. I don't know yet. Be nice, especially for like belts. I get started doing belts. Yeah, the weather's been crazy, Izzy. I have a feeling once I start doing belts that I'm gonna do a lot of them. So I want to, I guess, kind of make sure I got myself set up right for that before I show belt work, because belts seem to be a pretty good seller across the community, across the leather community, anyways. So maybe at some point that'll be a thing, but not necessarily moving away from knife content, but I really enjoy doing the leather work. And I enjoy, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing the knife work too, but I really, I can express my artistic side because I don't paint anymore. I used to do hot rod pinstriping. I've painted murals. I did the graffiti thing as a kid. Played music for a long time. Actually, a classically trained upright bass player. And that's really back in the day kind of stuff, because I hadn't played in a long time. Jeez, this thing's just falling apart. So I haven't really been able to express that side, that artistic side of myself. So leather's kind of given me an outlet, an artistic outlet. So, man, and it's not as frustrating. I've had a couple knife projects go awry that, I mean, one wasn't my fault. One was the knife was just old and too far gone, and I basically it got finished off when I started taking it apart. So, which is, I mean, the guy that sent it to me knew that it was a crapshoot on if it was going to be salvageable or not. What's up, Steampunk? Charlie Cook, what's up, man? Charlie, case knife. Oh, yeah. Yeah, case knife, sheath rest. This is a belt sheath that has, this is for a folding hunter and then a marlin spike. So I was going to do a long form on it, but long forms just aren't my thing. I guess what you could call, I'm a streamer, so we just turn the camera on and work instead of the editing and all that. So that's fun. Now I'm just picking all this thread out because I guess when I go inside, I'm gonna figure out what I need to do to. I know sometimes water's not the best thing, so I may just give it a good neat's foot oil soaking, and see what comes of it after that. I know that's what I've done with saddles in the past. We always had horses or my mom always had horses growing up. You know, you get an older piece of tack that was dried out, just soak it in neat's foot oil, and it'd usually bring it back to life. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Might this weekend might get some leather projects lined up, get some pieces cut, start figuring out the next round of leather. Got to get into some knives this next week. And what else? There's all sorts of stuff. Need to get these knife projects done so I can focus on leather and kind of pick and choose the knife projects whether it's customs or repairs, or had a guy reach out for a repair on a trapper, and told him it's probably a month, maybe 2, on knife work. And he said he'd just wait until I got caught up. I'm like, brother, I don't know if I'm gonna get caught up or not. It's like I get a project done and another one goes on the books, which is a great problem to have, but I'd like to catch up at some point. I've got a book for leather work. I have a book of knife work, and they're both pretty full. And some of the custom knife work is 2 knives. You know, one job is 2 knives, and I've got 2 of those. I've got a job that's 3 knives that I've talked to him, and he has assured me that he is not in a hurry, but he has already paid, and I don't want his, you know, you pay for something, you want to get it in a timely fashion. I mean, he's a good friend of the channel too, but I don't want to take advantage of that either. Uncle Lawrence Hammock plays still on Facebook, I think. Gotta hire some help. Yeah. You have 2 cases, yeah, Jason. Are those old ones, Jason? The old cases, or something new, that equipment you need to get fixed for the farm, or somebody paying you to redo them? Ezekiel, what's up? About the only talent I got is eating. Greg, I got that one too. Oh, Jim, I know, brother, and I know you're in here. You know they'll get done. I just don't want you thinking I forgot or anything. And, you know, and me and you have also talked about it too, so. I was hoping I could maybe at least get one done before come to Georgia next week, and at least give you one of them. But I don't even know what hardware to use for those covers yet. You said you wanted like a hexagon, I think, is what you said. I think you said hexagon. Not hexagon, like an Allen head bolt for the to hold the covers on. All right. I think we'll just douse it. So get this. So my Patreon giveaway knife. Yeah, next weekend, Izzy. I'll be in like the Dallas area. Calhoun, Dallas. Kind of west of Atlanta. My grandpa had the biggest old wagon. So anyway, so my Patreon giveaway knife with the slip, the slip got green dye on it. Had a helper out here the other day, and she was dyeing green, and it was an accident, you know, nothing's on purpose, but now I don't know what to do about it, because this was finished other than fixing the edges. So I'm going to take that to the crew over on Patreon and see what they say. Yeah, it gives it character, Tyler. You got that right. I'm wondering what you do with the hair with a little. Yeah, it's I mean, it's still nice, and it's it's just a little bit of green, but it's like daggum. So this is just some Thibings Neat's Foot oil, and I'm just going directly to the leather. Let's get this good and saturated because it's dry. I could probably guarantee you this leather has not seen oil in 30 years or any kind of hydration, which I mean, it's not getting used. It, got put in a cabinet or a display or something like that and just sat. So, I mean, I get it. Hell, ain't nothing wrong with that. So, but we'll get her at least to where she's not going to fall apart. See, it's flaking off. We'll see how it does with the oil. I may have to get some really, really thin leather and maybe put it on the back. I mean, she's dry. Probably ought to put it in a bag. Yeah, it's a beauty mark, James. You got that right. James is in my Patreon, so if any of y'all are interested, James, I don't know if you could post a link to that Patreon or not. If anybody's interested, it's just $5 a month. We're gonna do a giveaway every month. Maybe a knife, maybe it'll be, always some custom leather work, a knife, EDC items. Could be anything. I mean, you could get to design your own custom belt. Who knows? Sky's gonna be the limit on that. Stab the propane tank. Nah, not tonight. Let's see here. Oh darn, that's a good ways. Yeah, it's about 3 hours. Yeah, Izzy. Man, one of these days, because you're down there by Terry, and I need to talk to Terry more than I do, but I've always threatened to go down there and crash him in Sweet Pea. Now this one, I don't need to saturate, so I'll just use a little paper towel. But I'll be back down there, Izzy, for the Ellaville Knife Show in November. I will for sure be down there for that. I don't know. Did you go this past year? Thought I had one more piece of sponge. That's what I get. I cleaned up. I cleaned the shop a little bit. And now I can't find anything. I know I had a sponge out here somewhere. Emma Geary, how are you, sweetheart? Tyler, I saw that, brother. I appreciate you. I don't know if you got my message or not. I surely do appreciate it. That helps support the channel, and in the long run helps support the house. So, it helps to not take money. Not that I take money out of the, household funds, but, you got to get stuff, got to get materials and, stuff like that. So, so I really appreciate it. Family appreciates it. I will join the Patreon as soon as. Oh, Jason, brother, don't stress it. It's gonna be there. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't no big deal. I'm still gonna do giveaways on the channel. You know, probably the next one will be 3,000, the 3,000 subscriber mark. If I ever get there. YouTube has, whatever reason, throttled. I don't think I'm being seen as much. My shorts aren't doing anything. I mean, and that's, you know, it's not a big deal. But, you know, when you're trying to get your stuff out there, it kind of sucks. But I ain't complaining. It is all good. No, I had plans to, but I got my days mixed up. But I'm definitely going. Oh, yeah, Izzy. Yeah, you got to go. It's going to be a good time. Last year was crazy. I think this year's going to take the cake. Because now everybody knows about it, and they've seen the videos and the pictures, and I think it's probably going to be twice the size as it was this past time. So, all right. Got that. Now I'm just going to let this dry, honestly. Did a little tooling practice. Let's set this over there on its thing. Stole a cutting board from the kitchen. Boss said I could have it. It's fine. Need to get a new mat for clean work anyways. Let's see here. Need to get another coat of dye. Doomslayer, mine is the 24th. Bet y'all didn't know that. My birthday's coming up. 24th of February. I'm going to be the big 4-4. I know I don't look it. I know I still look like a young man, but I am going to be 44 on the 24th, which is next Monday. That's why we're going to Georgia. We're going to celebrate with some friends down there. I'm going to try to meet up with Bubba and hopefully Randy Georgia Adventure too while I'm in the area. I'd like to. I've hung out with Randy before, and Bubba was at the Ellaville show, but I didn't know him then. I know him now. Me and Bubba have gotten. There's a group of us on Instagram that have gotten pretty close. So I don't know how long I've been going. I hadn't even been going an hour. I tried a little tooling today. Did an oak leaf with an acorn. Oh, Charlie, them oak leaves are fun. I really like the oak leaves. I like those more than the flowers, but I think the flowers are going to be the big thing. I've already got it. A guy's ordered a wallet, a bifold wallet, and it's going to have flower work on it. So, I was able to come home midday today. Ooh, that's sharp now. And I had brought this piece of stone home and did a little bit of practicing on some tooling work. I'm glad I decided to get this little set out. This was my grandfather's X-Acto knife, like carving set. He did a lot of carving, and this is what he used, or that's what he used there. I don't want that one. That one doesn't need to go there. That's what he used to do a lot of his carving. That and some chisels. So yeah, so I was just fooling with that basket weave that I like doing so much, and figuring out a different way to do my my letters, using the stamp and then going in and doing some highlighting with the swivel knife. And yeah, I need to, where'd my books go? My rivets, there's my books. Nope, that's the knife book. Ooh. Let's see here. Who was the next? I think that was Dwayne sent me his Saudi and cover material. Cream sickle half stop and a slip. There's Chase, Gems, the two Gems, the Trapper. Nate Green over at Green's Blade Revival. His was the Trapper that the liners had rotted basically, and when I started gluing everything together and trying to straighten stuff out, they cracked and split basically. Oh, are they bad tonight? Big D Bob. Oh my God. Shoot, we'll shut it down if they get too bad. I do not care tonight. There's Dwayne. I'll go ahead and put Kevin in the book. Kevin. Saudi Jr. and a Saudi. They're gonna get wood covers, file work, half stops, blade, reshape, slips. I think that's it. Everything else is caught up. Is this the leather book? This is the leather book. Y'all don't mind me updating my books. What's up, Chris Geary? We are with you, brother. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Man, look at... So this book started back at number 57. And I've already done... We're already at like 78. And then I need to get... Bubba has a large pancake, a boot wallet, and a 2-pocket organizer. Ooh, my eye's twitching. Y'all ever get that where your lower eyelid twitches? Man, I love you too, Jason. I really do appreciate you. Yeah, I saw y'all are gonna get a bunch too, man. Ooh, 14 inches. All right, let's see here. So that's Bubba. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put Nate in the book. Nate is getting a bifold wallet, a pancake, and a pocket sheath. Calling them pocket sheaths because that's what, like what I did for James Alton that's got the pocket clip on it. And I'm gonna take this one in, that logger jotter. It's got the big pocket clip on it. And I think we're good to rivet this joker. Then I can call Mr. Joey and he can come and get it. Hopefully. All right, let's see here. brass. I'm gonna let him know that if these rivets give out, to let me know, because they're good as long as you get them just right. If you can get them just right, they're fine. All right, so we're gonna do that one, and then that, and then that. Oh. Well, this isn't gonna be hard. How the hell am I gonna do that? May have to put a Chicago screw in it for that one. I got them. I got some Chicago screws. And that'll go right there. See, they put those rivets in before they folded it over. Maybe I can do it. Go there. Go there, go there. Go. There we go. Nope. All right, I think that's got her. Said I'll tell him if that rivet fails, I will put a Chicago screw in it. We'll be done. Joey, if you were watching, your sheath is done. I don't know. I haven't talked to you in a bit, so that's his. That's the little knife that goes in it. It's a Sarge, but the he bought the sheath on Amazon, I think. Yeah, look at her. Just like new. It ain't the best, but it's better than it was. The loop that was on it was broke. So my fiance is a nurse of 14 years. She works with the top. Yeah, just some dudes loving crafts, man. It's like the Golden Girls over here, except for it's dudes. All right, so that's got that. That needs to sit overnight and dry. She may bring some of the color back. I'm gonna dye it, but I couldn't do anything until I like to get the rest of these stitches out, but as soon as you start touching them, they fall apart. What everybody carry today? Let's talk about some totes. Get the last of these dry rotted strands out, and I'll if y'all don't follow me on Instagram, I'll show you what I carried today. If y'all have Instagram, I'm over on the Instagram. It's Make Cutlery Great Again over there for now. It may end up changing, I don't know. The leather part of my work is getting rebranded, and it's just going to be MY, which is my initials, Leatherworks, which will spell My Leatherworks. So buck 112 Pro and a buck solo. That's awesome. Damn, Dennis, what's up, brother? But we'll still have, the knives will still be MCGA knives, and all the knife content will still be MCGA. But the leather is going to be kind of a rebrand. My TikTok has already been changed to that, so I think that's where I'm going to try to push that. Is TikTok, do like a TikTok shop, and just for the leather. I thought about Etsy, and my sister used to do Etsy, and she was telling, I don't know, some of the stuff she was telling me about, like the percentages they take, and to recoup it, it just doesn't make sense for the, basically I don't want to charge more money than I want to for the product. Try to keep the price the best I can, because they're already, it's already going to be, custom leather work ain't cheap. So, especially when you start getting into these fully tooled belts and that kind of stuff. And there's makers in Texas that I talk to that charge, $300 and $400 for their belts, and like, man, I got to wait and list 6 months on my belts. So, I mean, granted, they're freaking top notch, double layered, sewn, all that stuff. So, what's up, Nate Dog? I got you in the books, Nate, for your wallet. We talked about a wallet, a pocket sheath with the pocket clip, and then a pancake sheath, correct? I probably also could have just called you and asked you again, but yeah, you can do belts without the sewing machine, and a lot of people hand stitch them, and a lot of people just don't sew them, especially if you're just doing single layer belts. But if you're doing a double layer belt, unless you're going to butt stitch it, which is an option too, and I like the way butt stitching looks, it's just time consuming. And I think that's all of it. I think I got all the rotten thread out, so we'll let that oil soak into that leather overnight. Let's see here. What's our next? Maybe we'll go ahead and cut a piece. Maybe get started on a leather project here. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see here. We left off on 77, so 78. He wants a big one. Let me see. I found some of my old. My niece found some of my old patterns, like they're, mini trapper, Saudi, and of course the one that I need's not in there. Zippo, Saudi. There's number 21 that I threw away. What is that one? Trapper. I still have, no I don't, I'm gonna have to, I have Chases, but I think Chases is a trapper size. No, that'll work. Just needs to be a little taller. Let's see here. Oh, let's do a pocket dump. So on my belt today, I've got the 60T. I'm really digging the thumb bars instead of those studs because they don't protrude a lot. And I'll take mine and squeeze them in the vise so there's no gap because they're a little big, even on a 110. So I'll squeeze them in the vise where they're a good tight fit before you even put the set screws in. No, Chris, I ain't messed with it. It's still rolled up over there in the corner. There it is, that right there. That's a 4x4 roll of Kydex. I don't have you got to have a dedicated oven to heat that stuff up. So anyway, so yeah, I hadn't fooled with it yet. Arizona EDC slip that he sent me, and I thought it appropriate to put this how would you say it? It's a 280 OT. 280 OT or 280 OT that old Big Jim sent me, and I thought it was an appropriate slip for this knife because Big Jim absolutely loves Louis, and I think Louis has sent him some slips, and they talk a lot, so that was an appropriate slip for that knife. So, all right, let's see here. That'll probably be enough. That's what I got left out of that first double shoulder that I bought at Christmas that was such a good price. About time to get some mo. Let's see here. Let's cut that out first. Thanks for tips on bar. Oh. Huh. Jim, are you saying the tips on the bar? I can't translate that one real good. So this is an order for a fella that I met on a Facebook group. I know he subscribes because we've talked about some of the content. Oh, the thumb bar? Yeah. The thumb bar. I love the thumb bar. I'd much rather do it instead of the stud because it doesn't stick out. And I've also noticed that the studs, depending on your angle on your bevel, they'll actually kind of get in the way of sharpening. And then putting it on and off, on and off. Oh yeah, putting it in the vise. Yeah. If you're real brave, you can put it on the knife or put it in there face up and then lay the knife in there and then squeeze. I haven't done that, but you could squeeze it on it, I guess. But you almost kind of have to go past where it needs to be so it springs back. I don't know. I'm talking out my butt now too. Let's see here. So we'll go. knew I should have made a template out of the one that I did for James, because I knew other people would want one. Fucking awkward. Five and a half, I think, is what that one was. But yeah, that's just my opinion on that thumb bar. Y'all make your own minds up, but tell you what, it'll transform the usability of a knife. That's a fact. Back over there. Why does that look crooked? Because it probably is, dummy. 5 1/4, 5 1/2. God dang. That's what I get. That's what I get. That's what I get. Alright, let's see here. See, Dennis? Oh yeah, the thumb bar is definitely the way to go. I wonder if he wants it to stick up. No, we'll make it a little longer. I think I need to do 6. And I still won't make a pattern out of this one either. Can't, it's against my religion, Dennis. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I like the thumb guard, especially on those big knives. Some of them you can open. I can open my 110s without it, but my goofy ass will cut myself if I'm not careful. So that makes it a little safer, if you know what I mean. All right. So there's our basic shape. And then we'll do yeah, I like the thumb guard. Or thumb, I think it's called a thumb bar, B-A-R. remember that. And my spray is inside. Should we see? Y'all want to start some tooling? What time is it? It's almost 7 o'clock. I don't know if I want to get into tooling tonight or not. Oh, that's cool, Jay Sharp. Yeah, I can do a case trapper slip. That's what this is. This is like trapper size. I can do whatever you want. Hell, if you can make it out of leather, I can probably do it. But if you're interested in that, junior knife collector, just send me an email. We can talk about it. I can get you in the books if you want. If you're interested. So 5. And it's still off. Did it walk? Not by much. I don't think it'll be enough to matter. It's like a 1/16 of an inch. I ain't gonna worry about it. It'll work itself out. Once you fold it, you won't know anyways. But man, it looks like it's off. Can email him and make a, yeah, there you go. Appreciate you, James. Where's my little the chisel that I use for cutting my rounded corners fell. Oh, there it is. Go ahead and get those cut. If I remember correctly, Mike is this fella's name. I think he wanted a basket weave, but he wanted the basket weave a couple of different colors. So before I dye it, I will talk to him again and double check on that. Y'all want to go ahead and start some tooling on this? Is the rainbow trout biting good there, Mike? It may be a little early yet, Izzy. I know that they've stocked it, but it's been cold, bro. I know they used to, depending on what you tie. All right, let me go get my spray bottle so I can case this leather, and we'll at least get the basket weave laid out and start going on that. Because he wants his initials too, I think. He said he wanted his initials. I'm sure he did. I think his initials that he told me are in the chat, in the Facebook. And I'll have to go. I won't be able to look at it on my phone. Dadgummit. Can I look at it on my iPad? I don't think I've even got my Facebook on my iPad. I'd have to download it and everything else. God dang. Well, I can at least get the... I don't know if I'm going to do the border quite as big. I don't know. It does look nice though, doesn't it? With the big thick border. But I'd get more color. I think I'll do a smaller border. Can at least get the border cut out, I reckon. So I won't be able to do his initials because I have to do those before I lay the basket weave out. I can't lay the basket weave out until I have his initials done. I can't look the initial. I can't get the initials until I can close out the phone. I wonder if I close out YouTube, go look, and then come back. It might freeze, but we can at least get what I need. Yeah, catch 22. I mean, we can do it. Greg, god dang. I tell you what, y'all hold tight. It's probably gonna freeze. And if I don't come back, I don't know. I gotta find his initials though, because I can't go any further than laying out. Because he had 3 initials, I do remember that. So y'all hang tight. It's probably gonna freeze. I'm gonna go look real quick and try to come back. But I may end up having to restart. I don't know. But if I have to do that, might as well just call it a night. But I would like to get his initials laid out. So I don't know. Y'all hold tight. Hold on. We back. No, not MD. MB. All right. Let me put that up there where I can read it. Motherfucker. I got it on charger. Got to get ready for tomorrow morning. Night, Mike, and everyone. See you, Izzy. Appreciate you, brother. Space them out a little bit more this time. Not too much. So I think the last time I did these, they were an inch. I think I want to do 3/4 of an inch. Hell, even at this point, you can mess up. Have to start all over. Oh. 3/4. 3/4. 3/4. 3/4. 3/4. Quarter. It is a whole process. Then I got to go back and cut all these. At least the lines are done at that point, so it's not as hard. And I need to do my maker's mark, and then can start tooling at that point. There's always the last one you got to freehand. And then I want squares, or do I want diamonds? Squares or diamonds? What do y'all think? Chris, Gary, and Mike did Schrade make any knives for Frontier? At the very beginning, Schrade did some of the Frontiers because Old Farts Knives has a black one that has the Frontier stamp and then the Schrade stamp. So they did. And I didn't know that until Jesse showed that, and I asked him about it, and he said, yeah, they made it for a very, very short time. Oh, man, overshot the... So you can take that as you want. Gospel or whatever, but he actually has the knife. I mean, the blade there's not much of the blade left, but I don't have any of those. Jesse did say he'd give it to me if he ever found another one. Somehow I've gotten the Frontier specialist moniker. I don't know nothing. Oh yeah, I think the diamonds are going to be dope on this. It'll be different. That's what I thought. Yeah, that'll be cool. They won't be square. They'll be like diamonds. I was toying with the idea of doing this, but making it look like old hot rod interior that had the buttons, diamonds in the buttons. And I fooled with it. I practiced on a couple of pieces and just couldn't figure it out. couldn't get it to look right, so because it wouldn't be like a weave, it would be like a quilt, and you would have to make it look like everything's gathered at the corners. And it's either I didn't have the right tool or what, but something I'm definitely gonna keep toying with. I guess Alicia's out of the shower. Like sometimes I can lose my mark. Where did it go? I'm doing different kinds of practicing, working on free cutting my oh, that looks off. Free cutting my letters, because it is off. Or I guess freehanding my letters. Which is a whole other thing. Using a swivel knife to do the letters. It's like you watch somebody do it and it's like, oh man, hell, I can do that. And then you go to do it and it's like, god dang, that's hard. All right, there we go. All laid out. Get our border. Did any of y'all see James Alton's short he did where he was showing all the slips that he has that are mine? I mean, he's got a couple of the single digit ones, like some of the first 10 slips that I did, and he's got one of the newest ones. Pretty cool to see the different steps that I went through on slip making and leather work. And now it's just not even, compared to some of that early stuff, I mean, night and day. Yeah, I've seen the wood burning stuff. That is really cool. I hadn't been at this very long. Really just now, within the last probably month, getting into the hand tooling and stuff. So, but it's an art form for me, so I guess that's why I take to it so well. Always been kind of an artistic and probably autistic too, god dang, minded person. was yelling at the dog. Or the cat. Or both. Yeah, I think that's the cat. Who's she talking? Oh, I bet she's talking to the kids. We're going to pick up her youngest tomorrow. She's going to be with us all week for winter break. So she's probably making sure she's got all of her stuff packed. You know how kids are. They will forget to pack the most basic of necessities if you don't tell them. Like, what do you mean you didn't pack any underwear? I'm thinking about we're just going to talk about randomness now. Been thinking on my next tattoo work, because me and my tattoo artist trade out work, and I've done some work for him in his shop. So I've been thinking about what the next bit of work is going to be, and I actually am thinking about, and I've got to find the right work or I'll just draw it myself, is do some fill in on one of my arms where it looks like it's that Sheridan style leather work with all the flowers and the vines and everything. Real eye opener. All right, let us begin the arduous task of tooling. So I got this to make, I was going to make a leather covered weight for my to lay on my work. I just ain't got around to it yet. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Watch it snagging on everything. From the beginning of time. Jay Sharp. You that old, Jay Sharp? Now we gotta switch it to the other side. Bando Picks, what's up, brother? Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. Sounds like two first names. That dry for a sec. Man, I should have brought something to drink out here. That dry for a hot minute. Oh man, 10 people. May just be inspirational, but I've so 2 slips in a wallet. Since you've been watching, Charlie? That's funny. Maybe it's the hair, Charlie. Who knows? All right, let's see here. I gotta go. Just gotta start. Yep. tell my grandkids I used to have hair at their age makes them think. What's up, Kevin? Man, I appreciate you, brother. I'm glad you think so. It's a gift and a curse, my friend. I will say this one's a little more trickier. The diamonds are throwing me off a little bit. Oop. That one will go. Yep, that one will go this way. This one. I think that's it. There's yeah. Let's see here. This is where the magic starts to pop in. This is where it really makes it look like it's got folds and stuff in it. So you can kind of start seeing oh, what's up, Alyssa? Yeah, it's me. And Kevin's just like, no. My back's starting to say, no moss, no moss. It won't take us long to What do you got? This knife one I got, it was close to 600. Oh, oh, y'all talking some knives. Lose my case. Just realized I didn't do my maker's mark. God dang it. Well, hell. What the hell am I going to do now? I got to figure it out, don't I? Ain't gonna be too many more of this stamp. Which one was he? 78. $78. All right, that's all I'm gonna do tonight. That'll all. Gotta figure out how he wants to do the stain because he wants like black, red, and green. I don't know how I'm gonna work out one. So, oh my Lord. All right, guys, that's all I got for tonight. I'm whooped. I'll probably be back out here this weekend to get this knocked out. After I talk to him, figure out what he wants to do on the dye. I'm thinking black border, and then green and red basket in the middle, and it'll be ox blood, and then the green Yeah, I think that's what it'll be. So, Charlie, see you, brother. Kevin, see y'all. Nate, deuces. Jay Sharp, nice to meet you. Glad you found me. Holler at me. Like always, guys, y'all be good, be safe, and like old brother Terry says, love you, see you, bye. Peace.